Love. Right. This is the URT. We are the URT. Welcome to the URT. Jum'ah Mubarak to all our people worldwide.
Mubarak.
Jum'ah Mubarak to everybody. We pray for the people of Palestine. We pray for the
always.
We see the flag there. We got them. That's why I've been more in touch with Medine lately, because that's all I can do for the Palestinians.
Absolutely.
So solidarity and love to the people of Palestine, while the cowards all around the Arab world and Muslim world watched their slaughter. The people who have power to do something about it are watching their slaughter. So, Jum'ah Mubarak, they give us strength, man. They give us strength. They're the most unbelievable people. So solidarity and love before we start anything. Ya Rabbi. Big up, Saeed. How you doing, bro?
Man, all good, man. Can't complain, man. You know what I'm saying to you? All blessed. Life is good always, man. You have to be grateful, like you said, man. And man, not too bad, man. Friday, start of the weekend, and man, it's hopefully good for everyone. Hope all the chat is good. And Jum'ah Mubarak, like I said, man, big up to you, man. How are you, man?
Yeah, big up, bro. Yeah. Other than that, wake up every day and I cry about what's going on in Palestine, and it breaks my heart, man. Breaks my heart. And when they can do it to the Palestinians, they can do it to anyone.
Yeah.
Just know that as well. They do it to anyone. Solidarity with the people of Sudan and Congo and everywhere, man, in Ogaden, Tigray. Yeah. What about bringing people together and uniting people in common causes? And the love, that's the only way, man. Big up, Fury. We got super chat already before we even begin. United are spiraling, rivals infest while we're not under cash, strapped owners, clueless manager, and a squad out of debt. No vision, no fight. Relegation feels like a matter of time. Well, Rick, take me to relegation. Take me to the relegation where
relegation. Nobody's like, yo, give me that.
Take me, people. Honestly, you think I'm joking? A lot of clowns. We got Eric Tan Haram with his Israeli. Listen, one thing I'm never, ever gonna let you get away with. You can say whatever you want about me. You can do whatever, but you're never gonna put the Zionist entity's flags on my channel. So banned, tapped, and Tan Haram. Take care. If you think that was funny by posting Israeli flags, then you've got another con coming. I don't even recognize that fucking country. So do one. But yeah, Saeed.
Yeah.
Obviously, everybody's talking about it. Let's get into it. Saeed, make the case why United are selling Bruno Fernandes, because I don't believe it. It's like the sale, the sale Glazers was selling fully. I don't believe it. I don't. And every clickbait mate, of a journalist should be ashamed of themselves, are all out here twerking in these streets. So tell me, Saeed, where are you? Where's everybody getting this from? And just because his agent is in Saudi Arabia, that don't mean jack. His agent doesn't have just Bruno as the client. He's got many other players. And we all know the Portuguese players love a bit of Saudi, though. They love a bit of Saudi.
There's a lot of them down there already.
There's a lot of them already, bro. There's a lot of... We could have the whole squad Portugal literally in Saudi. So talk to me. What are we saying? To me, it's almost kind of like at the end, Bruno says the fans are relieved. Bruno is like more of a man, more power to Bruno. All of that BS. Saeed, all due respect, you're getting offered 100 million. I'm running for the hills. I'm snapping your hand off. I'm taking him on the back, Saeed. We're getting in there.
I think for me, obviously, United, obviously, they're lacking funds. So obviously we know Jim Ratcliffe's broke at the minute, you know what I mean? So the first and the foremost is that if they see opportunity to sell him, they don't really want to sell him, but a lot of it has to come down to Bruno. This is where it comes down to. United don't want to really sell him. If Bruno Fernandes says, yo, I want to leave, accept it, that's good money. I want to go and get the wages I'm going to go and get. He triples his wages. So if Bruno says yes, he will be sold. I don't think Man United will be saying, yo, I really want him to go. Like, that's not what they're saying. What's happening is Bruno Fernandes has to make that decision. But Al Hilal are there, though, Nuruddin. They're there. They want to make him, one of the best signings that they've had in a long time. I'm not going to lie to you. This would be a big, big player for them, bro. He's in his prime. I know he's getting a bit older, but he's technically, I reckon, that league there, if you talk about GA, he'll be racking up GA in that league. Let's be honest, man. So I think for me, it's not necessarily money driven, but it's also the fact that Man United are not really going anywhere. Al Hilal have come in. The wages are good. You put the project together. It's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, big up to Minna, man. Big up to Minna.
Let us know. We'll send some of the people your way. Are you live at 4:30? Let us know. We'll send some.
Yeah, big up Minna. Yeah, big up to Minna, man.
Big up
Always
Minna.
love Minna.
Big up,
and honestly, with me, it's like I think United need a rebuild, bro. And I know we keep talking about rebuild, but I think for the fan base, in the mindset of the fan base, losing Bruno Fernandes would be almost like that feeling of, yo, nobody's got a savior anymore. There's no comfort blanket. There's no kind of like, you know how before it was like, get Bruno out. Like, hopefully Bruno can take us out of this mess. I think the manager then is in deep, deep waters. I think for me, he's in trouble then now. Because now he's saying that Bruno, he thinks he's going to stay. You know what I mean? So at this minute right now, Nuruddin, the manager's relying on Bruno to stay. And if he doesn't, then he's in big, big trouble, the manager. Because now that he has to build a team that doesn't allow for individual brilliance. He has to build a team now. You know, and listen, whether we like it or not, Bruno has put in some numbers this season. It's not really meant anything, but he's done something where the managers had to hold on to and think, you know what? Fair enough. Bruno's helped us that day. So, and even when you look at it, he doesn't really fit the system, when he honest with you. Like, if there's a time to cash in, it's right now. If it was a 4-3-3, I'd be like, yeah, no chance Bruno leaves. But in this system, Nuruddin, Bruno doesn't really have a position. Does he really? Let's be honest. Does he?
No, he doesn't. Bruno, for me, it looks always confused. Remember when Ten Hag, even in Ten Hag's system, he would always shove him out wide.
Yeah, exactly.
From the midfield sometime. And now Amorim is shoving him more deeper and keeping him away from the number 10 area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's definitely not got a position really in this team. So I ain't gonna lie to you, man. For me, it's like I think for me it's best for all parties, man. Bruno then kind of does his own thing. He goes away and obviously plays his football elsewhere. And then Man United get the money. Whether 80 million is enough, Norrin, I'm not sure. A lot of people are moaning about 80 million being a bit less, being a bit kind of little for Bruno Fernandes. I don't know what you think, but 80 million, would you bite that right while you can? Would you take that while you can?
Are you kidding me? For the guy that's going to be 31 in September.
But then you also got to think, though, they've got money, though, Nuruddin. They've got money.
No,
would you not want to take advantage of that, though?
So I 100%. Listen, if you can negotiate to get better, of course, you would.
Yeah.
But for me, I wouldn't be going anywhere lower than 80. I wouldn't. I'd be like, 90 to 100, yes. Deal done, see you later. Wire it over. Not over stages right now. So listen, if Manchester United were a proper football club, they would use that money to go and rebuild. But at the end of the day, this is why the question's here, because we're gonna come to Ineos in a minute, but we'll have to stay focused on this Bruno. What would United miss if Bruno was sold? This current United version, what would we miss?
They'd miss obviously the creativity. You know, I know we don't want to talk about it, but
no. Let's talk about it. That's what I'm saying. Let's be open about it.
Bruno gives you creativity. He gives you goals. And obviously, he's almost like that creative spark that United have relied on for so many years. So you do miss that. You do miss the leadership. He's a captain right now, so then you'd have to find another captain. So in that aspect, you miss that. The dressing room as well, what he would impact in the dressing room for the youngsters, I don't know. The manager also needs someone who can be there for him. So in that aspect, you know, you miss that, but
okay, so let's break it down. Let's break it down. Bruno Fernandes, in his version of being a captain, has took Manchester United to the worst finish in the Premier League.
Yeah, there you go.
That was last season. Bruno Fernandes, this season, has taken Manchester United to the worst finish in league. Forget Premier League, in the league for 50-odd years, since 1973-74. So Bruno Fernandes for about a year and a half was stinking the place out. He found form 4 months ago, 5 months ago. Like, if you want to be really, really be really kind to him, and all of a sudden we're making him out like he's the savior of Manchester United.
I personally believe for so many years though, the savior title.
No, so but that's what I'm saying.
Because the reports have made it out there, the managers have made it out there, part of the fan base have done that. Like, it's not just us, Nordin.
That's not the reality. That's not the reality, though, Saeed.
I know it's not reality, but right now it is.
Where they invented they had to invent a new kind of stat for Bruno. XG merchants have to invent a new stat for him.
XG, there's bare stats, bro.
Yeah, stats, I'm genuinely not having it. Like, I'm genuinely not having it. So for me, I've always said Bruno in a good team might be a decent player, where you've got a big coach, where you've got a big coach who basically puts people on like, who puts it on, says, you know, you here, you stay here, that's your zone, right? That's your job. In a good team, maybe Bruno can offer something, but Bruno Fernandes is like somebody with ADHD like me. Even so, you know what? I had ADHD. I've got ADHD. I've had it all my life. But in football, I was hyper focused on my position. I was hyper focused. I knew the parameters. Bruno Fernandes is the most indisciplined footballer I have ever seen playing for my football club. I'll go on record. And people are like, "What do you mean by that?" I mean, indisciplined. How many times?
Non-existent, Nordin. Non-existent.
So how can you play as a team then if you got somebody who's got zero discipline on the football pitch? When they just want to make it about themselves and about their hero, regardless how good the player is, if he can, unless he's a striker side, then you get the ball to him, innit? And even that, I don't like those strikers. When people ask me, who would you prefer, Van Nistelrooy or Rooney and Zaha, I'm like, Rooney and Zaha all day. Because we balled as a team. We balled as a team. As a team. Andy Cole, Dwight York, balled as a team. Sheringham, Solskjaer, ball as a team.
Ball as a team.
Yeah. So for me, this idea of one person, we play for one person. I don't believe in that. But Bruno Fernandes, in his discipline, and I've kept saying it again and again and again. The risk that he takes on the football, how weak he's in midfield, how easily he gets bullied. Listen, but the way he's just got a stamina, so he doesn't get injured, doesn't have a stamina. So let's look at the plot. Let's look at the plot. Plot is that Bruno is the ultimate professional. Other than that, when he waves his arms around and petulant, I don't like that, and he rolls around on the football. But he's always fit, always available.
Yeah,
he runs every game. He runs about 6-7 miles, and he'll get you that moment out of 10. He'll get you this moment or whatever, right? Yeah. So even out of 3. Let's say when he's on form, he can be unplayable in certain games. And then I look at the games. I think in all the years that he's been here, the only game where I was in awe, I was shocked, was his performance at Anfield last season.
Anfield, that was top quality. I can't lie to you.
That was it. That was it. So
that was where he was like, but then that was almost like, I remember that time Bruno Fernandes was like, I think he had a red card, situation at Wolves. Remember? In December, he had a red card at Wolves. He came back. I think he was almost like, he had to now. This was like almost like, he had to prove to Amorim why he was a leader. Because there was doubts about it. Remember, everyone was talking about it, saying, yo, this Bruno needs to be sold. This Bruno's not good enough anymore. He's lost his, you know what I mean? Like, people were talking about him in a bad light. And then he played them games afterwards. And that's where I think his form started to gain a little bit more. Do you know what I'm trying to say, bro? So, yeah, man, for me, it's like, I don't mind it, man. I don't mind, you know, people saying that, you know, we shouldn't sell Bruno Fernandes, but people are not seeing what's beyond it, Nordin. Like, you know, this team, forget the club, the team has almost like suffered as a result of relying on one person, Nordin.
Facts.
Because then our game all of a sudden is becoming, right, we've got to get the ball into Bruno. He's got to make things happen. Where's
Same with Rashford. Same with Rashford.
Yeah. That's what I said. Rashford as well.
Listen, I'm going to come on to this. I'm going to say this quote because, Saeed, we need to help the United fans to realize something very important. There's going to be significant breaking news from me and Saeed. I'm not being sarcastic. And it goes in the lines of, we can no longer compete for the players Liverpool,
we're
Manchester
City. I agree.
So the
we are
idea
no longer competing.
that Jerky and Santa Una, oh nah, we're not that people anymore, people. We're not there.
The fact that, you know, Turkey.
We're not there. We're not that football club.
The fact that Man City are making this, you know, United used to make these kind of signings. You know that, Northern.
Of course,
United used to make these kind of signings.
But that's what I'm saying. Saeed, this is what we're going to come into in a minute, because we're going to have to talk about who's in charge of Manchester United and who spoke the other day. We've not caught up about that. We've not been on screen together where your man Barada is there telling us what.
No, that's not my guy, man. I found that guy dodgy. He's dodgy. He's a dodgy guy. And if I see him, man, it's on site, mate. I'm telling you.
No car park for him.
You know what it is about that Alma Barada, bro? He's like a silent assassin, bro. He smiles like some weirdo. And it's like, he's got some fake American accent, yeah. Like, I don't know what accent he's got here, but it's like, he just loves to talk, bro. And I don't trust him at all, bro. And he's a double agent. I think he's come here to destroy Man United. I really do. He's come here into a job where he looks out of his depth, bro. Like, who's he going to go and get now? It's all good and well having a checkbook at Man City, you know, Northern. You know, it's all good and well doing spreadsheets at Man City where at the time there, they were one of the best teams in the world. You know what I mean? At that time, 2-3 years ago, they were there. They were like unbelievable. You got to give them that credit. But come on, man. Going to Man United in a job where he needs a proper rebuild. Yeah, miss me with that, man. So them man are on fraud watch. They got to assemble a team that's ready for this manager to play in, Ronaldo. If they can't assemble a team that this manager can be good at, and they've got to get, by the way, players that are second, third choice. Can they go and get players that are second, third choice? Who's a second, third choice sort of player? Who, though? Let's be honest. Who is Northern? Who's a second, third choice player?
This is what we're talking about. We're going to come into that, but let's stick with Bruno. Big up to people, please. Let me just get a couple of these super chats.
Yeah, bro.
Big up English Talent FC. He's not leaving. Cry more, find another scapegoat. Okay, there we go. Okay, so find another scapegoat. Cool. Big up Adewale. If Amorim blocks the Bruno transfer,
big up
we
Adewale.
need to sack him immediately. Well, we're going to.
He is though. The thing is, Adewale, I don't really blame Amorim though, because Amorim needs Bruno. He needs a player that's going to help him.
Saeed, Saeed, but that's what I'm saying to you. I agree with Adewale. You know what I agree? You got to be competent enough to back yourself as a coach.
He isn't though. We know that he isn't. So why would you give away something that you know has helped
Saeed,
him?
It's the year of everybody being exposed. May it continue.
The thing is with the manager for me right now needs every single bit of help. So I'm not gonna lie to you.
Saeed, where's his help gonna get us in the long term?
He don't. Right now,
right,
the manager ain't thinking long term though.
Saeed, give me the pain right now.
Long term.
Give me the pain right now. Saeed,
the manager ain't thinking long term though. He's not thinking long term.
But that's what I'm talking about. So what's the point then? For me, he's 31 in January. So what's the point? Bruno won't be sold. I know exactly what expect from Ineos and Glazer. Broke billionaire with zero ambition, no vision. Transfer window, yet another failure. Hit the likes. Yeah. Big up. This is where we're at. But Saeed, listen, I agree with Adewale. I'm not gonna lie to you. I agree with Adewale. You cannot be about one player. You cannot be scared if you're the coach of Manchester United because one player's gone. But let's get into that quickly. Let me just show you this quote. Show me the quote.
Show me the quote.
The quote is here. Look. So here he's adamant. It says here, Ruben Amorim, if Bruno Fernandes will leave Manchester United, I don't think so. I don't know for sure. I think he wants to stay. He is saying no to a lot of things. The club can find another ways to make money. The feelings I get that he wants to continue.
Yeah, he's a glazed puppet, man.
With Manchester United, you never know. Exactly, Saeed. So why keep a Glazer a fucking Ineos puppet? Why? Why are we continuing this shit? Why are we? What's the point? What is the point of this false plastering? Like Bruno's not your fucking savior. He took us to fucking 15. What the hell is wrong with people? What's wrong with his coach? Look at what his words. Look at what he's saying there. Look,
you know what he's saying though. The thing is though, he's a man, bro. Nuruddin, I think you're speaking from a guy that's a United fan. You've got to put your position as a manager. You right now are not thinking about what the manager thinks, bro. It's easy. It's easy to think like you're thinking right now, but the manager will always think differently than us. He's only been here less than a year. We've talked about Obrigado. We've talked about the fact that they're both Portuguese. We've talked about the fact that, he hasn't got with a lot to work with. He doesn't even trust his ability as a coach, bro. He said he's failed. He said he's not been the guy. He said if I'm sacked, then it is what it is. Like, bro, like this manager needs all the help he can. Why are you surprised he's saying that? Why are you surprised?
I'm surprised because you know why, Saeed? It's about a team. Nobody ever talks about a team. It's about what we need to do.
You said that, but
so that's why he's
scapegoating.
That's why he's scapegoating Rashford and Anthony, right? And talks about the team. It's about
they're not professional, though. They're not professional, though.
Saeed,
they're not professional, though.
Saeed, I'm sorry to say, but you know what? As a coach, Saeed, as a manager, let me say something to you now. If you're a manager of Foot Locker, do you think everybody that's working there under your management is going to be 10 out of 10 every day? No. You know what you do, Saeed? You use managerial skills to bring them around. You understand who to get the best out of, who can get the best out of. Then you look at it, you assess it over a long time. But this idea that for me, you know what you're saying for me, the excuse that you're giving Ruben Amorim, it's basically
that's not an excuse, it's a reality.
No. What you're telling me is that this manager needs a blanket. So it's like a comfort blanket. Bruno's. But Saeed, I'm sorry, no more comfort blankets. It's summertime, baby. It's summertime. It's summertime. It's hot. It's hot. We're raising money. Take it off. Take off the comfort blanket. We need to get off take off the comfort blanket.
No. I want Bruno sold. But I'm saying to you, you're speaking from a fan point of view, and the manager ain't going to think like that. The manager is going to be saying, I want to keep Bruno Fernandes because he has been giving us the so-called stats and the goals in the GA, and he delivers when I need him to. In his eyes, right now, the manager is at a point where he might as well walk if Bruno leaves, by the way. He might as well walk for the job. He ain't surviving.
You know what?
There you go.
Well, there you go. Well, we might as well get what we need to get to, because you know what, Saeed? Some things have to change. Fundamentally, things have to change. So, Tara, and to me, seriously, obrigado to Bruno, obrigado to Amorim. Because he's a fraud. If you're begging for the one player to stay to save your manager, you're a fraud. You expose yourself because you're not about a team. You're not about a team. And while I hear saying Bruno captained us to 8 and 15, I just said that before. Finishes on the two different managers. We do not need Bruno. He's 31, overrated player. These fans actually need to suffer. All Al Hilal is willing to pay anything. Let's stop this. But bro, they're not about this. Big up Stuart. Stuart's like, Saeed, best footage channel of YouTube, mate. Always fair with opposing teams and fans. Keep it going, buddy. Big up to Saeed. Big up to Stuart, man. Big up. Stuart, Chelsea. Who does he support? What team is that?
Chelsea.
Oh, it's a Chelsea fan. Yeah, listen. It's all well and good that you want to give us compliments after we're your little bitch, your little poodle. So even when we go for something like 22-year-old who got relegated, who might be talented, you bully us out of the way. Like, seriously, how embarrassing is that?
We never win a transfer battle when Chelsea come involved.
But why? Why is that? So my assessment was correct.
We're not a football club. We're not a football club.
Exactly. My assessment was correct. We're their little poodle. Little poodle. They take us for a walk. They take us for a walk.
And they even messes around when we want to buy their players as well. Look at Mason Mount, what they did. It's sad, bro. I swear down, man. But what else? Yeah, go on, read that.
Big up and while Liverpool sold Coutinho. Yes, Arsenal got rid of Ozil, Obama. Chelsea sold Hazard. All these players are better than Bruno. What were we doing? We got a bunch of weirdos in this fan base who are sexual attraction.
Bro, I don't know what's going on, man. Adewale speaking facts, bro.
I swear to God, Bruno sexuals, bro. I swear to God.
All these sexuals. We have too many of them, man.
It's the one player, but listen, Manchester United have sold 20 million times better player than Bruno Fernandes. David Beckham, Cristiano Ronaldo left Manchester United. Paul Ince left Manchester United. Roy Keane left Manchester United. What are we waffling about here?
This is what I'm trying to say, bro. We've seen better players leave Manchester United, bro. But the thing is, though, in the modern day, the modern United, as we call it, or the Banter era, players maybe have more value than the players from the past. That's because we take for granted what players did for us back in the day.
No, because we were a team, Saeed. We
were a team, yeah. That's what I'm saying to you. We didn't value
Glazers, Manchester United was a team.
But the thing is that what I'm saying to you is that when you struggle when you have a player that's in your struggle and they get you out of problems, I feel like people now get a bit too carried away where they're talking about the best signings is Cantona. Remember, like they will say like stuff like that because you're in that position of like suffering. So you're in that position where you're like, oh man, this guy, if we never had Bruno, we'd be so bad. So that's where a lot of the opinions come from, Nordin. So yeah, man, I think for me, Nordin, when you actually deep it, man, it's like he's gonna have to make a decision. And for me, for his benefit as well as his own career, man, I would get away from United as well anyway. Like, why would you want to stay at United, bro, and suffer more, bro? Like, we're not listen, we weren't soldier, but he could still do a job elsewhere and he can still 100%. Get his money, bro. Like, go earn your money, bro. You don't owe anything to Man United. You don't owe anything to Glazers as well. The Glazers have ruined the football club, bro. You can't be here saying, oh, new rebuild, bro, at 31. Go and do your own job, bro. Like, go and do what you got to do, man.
But where's this rebuild? How long can you give 5 years so Bruno plays for another 5 years? What are we waffling, Saeed? This is waffle. Saeed, Manchester United have become a mid-table mediocre. That's why I want relegation, because you know what, Saeed? One thing I'm not going to be, I will never be mid-table mediocre. I've never supported a mid-table mediocre.
Mid-table, here we go. Well, really, that's where we're going to be next year, man.
Mid-table mediocre FC. Here we go. Listen, I just, honestly, I don't buy it. Big up my dad sees up there. He says here, Amorim is an idiot. Normal, rational coach and owners would sell Bruno deadwood to fund upgrades. If Amorim blocks it, fire the poet now. Hit the likes. You hit the likes, people. We're not even 200 likes here, and it's nearly 500 of you.
Fire the poet, man. That's crazy.
Fire the poet. Honestly, that's what we know. I swear to God, side when Ronaldo said he was the poet, I don't think he genuinely meant that in a good way. I think he meant he's just waffling, mate.
He's a waffle. Basically, the poet in Portuguese must be the waffler.
Exactly. It is.
Because it ain't no poet, man. Poets are very, very good.
They're very particular with their words.
Particularly with their words. Also, the poet has meaning behind it. This manager has not had no meaning behind what he's been saying. No actions. You feel me? Like it's empty words, bro, man. It's just it's not great, man. I'll be real with you, man. Big up from Malaysia, man, by the way.
Yeah, big up all our brothers.
I will say the Malaysia fans need to chill with the players, man. They've been onto the players, you know. You see
I'm hearing conflicting reports though, because some people are saying they've checked all the audio, they've checked all the different camera angles. Nobody said nothing to Ahmad. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, but why, he would have made that up though, innit?
So apparently they've been having photos, everybody doing this. They're all doing this. All of the United squad, they're in photos. There's been about 7 or 8 photos where they're all doing this.
Yeah.
To each other.
No, but there's one with Amad Diallo here. No, with Garnacho, and the guy's got him, Messi or Ronaldo. And then he just pushed him away. Garnacho's pushed him away. He says, why are you pushing me? And I'm like, wow, man, that is... But I don't know, why are they on their own?
Like, just traveling around.
Though? Why do you
know? Saeed, because that's part of it. All of it is set up, Saeed. It's set up so that people can go, oh, we need to go and visit. Because, like I said, you know that some of the younger fans, they're no longer fans of football clubs. They're fans of players. So specifically them, they were walking around. So people go, oh, I need to go to Malaysia. Look what they're doing. All of it was a set up, Saeed. All of it. You know, Ahmad having people pay for it. It's all of that. It's part of the tourist attraction of Malaysia. All of it is content, Saeed. It's content. Content for the tourists.
It's true. It's true. It's actually true, man.
It's content. I swear to God, it is content, Saeed. It is content.
Bro, it's not really content when you're seeing that, bro. These men are actually like, you know what I mean? Like, it's even the bus parade, that was a joke as well, man. That bus parade.
And that's why I say. And that's why I say. That's
that
was
I always actually say. Embarrassing, Nordin. It was actually embarrassing, that bus parade.
And that's why I always say, no, but that's why I always keep it 100 with the rival fans. You can never banter me as much as the owners who own my football club banter me.
Yeah, tell them again.
You can never, ever banter me, because the biggest banter is these clowns who own my football club. That is Ineos and Glazers, right? 20 years of Glazer ownership and 1.5 years of Ineos ownership. It's the biggest banter.
Yeah.
So that to me is, so you could shout for whatever you say will never hurt me. Whatever you say, however you banter me as a rival fan, because it isn't embarrassing for you as a rival fan
You know what?
to banter United
That's
fans.
why
You know why?
yesterday on the Big Six here. You don't know on the Big Six yesterday. I just was like, yeah, man, like let them say what they got to say.
But
I'm like, bro, like
how
I don't
can
need
they
to
banter
defend
you
the
though?
club. No, the thing is, I don't need to defend the club when we are so bad. Yeah, I don't need to defend the club, bro. It's okay, guys, to get bantered by your rivals because you know why? We actually deserved it. We're a laughing stock of football, man. You've seen the best of Man United. If you've watched Man United, yeah, you've seen the best of Man United, bro.
100%.
You know what I mean, broski?
And that's what I'm saying to you. So for me, let me say something now. Saeed, if this was Liverpool in that position, if it was Arsenal in that position, I wouldn't want to banter. I'd be embarrassed to banter them. Do you know why? Because I'm like, there's nothing for me to banter. What are you? You're fucking 15. What can I banter? Your owners have already bantered you. Your coach has bantered you. Your players have bantered you. How can I banter you as a rival fan? I swear to God, sometimes it's embarrassing, some of these Liverpool fans and that. Your City fans are there. You're embarrassing. You can't banter because we're not a football club. We're a clown circus. We're Comedy FC.
Oh, man.
What are they on about?
Embarrassing, man.
Yeah, big up Andrew Ellis. Andrew Ellis, you're in Hong Kong, yeah? Are you having fun over there?
Man.
Yeah, he's in Hong Kong, man. He sent me, listen, let me just show you Andrew Ellis. Big up, he sent me a message, actually. Let me just check out, man. Big up Andrew. He's in Hong Kong, yeah? He's in Hong Kong. United, I followed you, bro. He's in Hong Kong. He just sent me this beautiful photo.
Show me.
Let me share this photo.
Did he go to the game, though? Did he go to the game?
No, Saeed. He's not asked. He's went there on holiday, Saeed. He's not asked about
this is Steve Andrew, by the way. He paid £237 to watch the game. Some guy commented on my channel saying I paid $2,499 Hong Kong dollars to watch the game live. That's £237. Yo, United are so bad, you know.
Saeed, just
that is ridiculous. Rip off, man.
Yeah. Big up to Andrew. He just sent me this beautiful photo. Obviously, the Buddha on top of the mountain. This is Hong Kong. Obviously, greenery, love. He's not asked about Manchester United, man. He's not gone there. He's gone on holiday to have a break, to have a look around, have some nice food. You know, that's what he's gone for. It's a proper getaway. Big up to Andrew. I hope you well, man. People, we're not even on 300 likes yet. Smash a like on the video. It costs you absolutely nothing. The channel is shadow banned because of our stance against genocide and
yeah. Big up, man. You should just like the video, man.
Like
more likes, more shared to people.
Exactly.
Come on.
Exactly. Share a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. We've just got over 13K, so let's get to 14K ASAP, people. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, because being shadow banned stinks, people. They don't want us to ever speak the truth, but we don't give a damn. We're here. We're live. We're direct. We're always going to be that. Let me just get this super chat here. LB says Jerky to City 36 million is a madness.
Wow.
But that's who they are. That's who they are, man. That's who they are.
That's who they are. That's who we are, mate.
That's who we are,
mate. That's who we are, mate.
That's who we are. We're embarrassing. That's who we are. We know who we are. We know who we are. We're relegation fodder. We know who we are. We know who we are. We know who we are. Our owners banter us on the daily. We know who we are. We know who we are, people.
Yeah, so we can't even announce the thingy, by the way, till July the 1st, I think, as well.
Yeah.
Konya.
You know what?
Konya's not announced until July, I think.
Big up to Jerky. I'm sure if he listens to Pep, he's going to do well.
Now, you know what it is? I think for me, he's going to be too good enough to not be controlled, man. From Pep, man.
Exactly.
He's that good. I think for me, he'll overpower the instructions from Pep, man. He's that good, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
be a maverick. He'll be a maverick.
Man,
yeah.
It's sad, bro, man. Like, yo.
Saeed, but Saeed, we're not a football club, Saeed. You know what? Our rivals, let's be real out here, Saeed. Because you know what? The Big Six, you should be a kind of like the outsider, mid-table, mediocre guy who comes on now and again.
I resigned. I tried to resign. They rejected it. I tried to resign, bro. I said to them, I don't deserve to be here. Go and get a Newcastle fan. Go and get a Villa fan. I said, they're the ones that get in top 5 and that. I said, bro, I'd like to resign. And it was rejected. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Saeed, it's madness because now, Saeed, you need to do a mid-table. To be fair, I need to start doing it. I've got rich, so I'm gonna do a mid-table mediocre
mid-table
six. Mid-table six. So let's count the teams.
What
Give
about
me your
mid-table?
six teams.
We're below mid-table.
Yeah,
So
but we're the bottom of the mid-table, Saeed. So let's start.
Okay. Fair enough.
West Ham, Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Bournemouth, Brighton.
Bournemouth for getting Champions League football at one point. No, we got to go Everton, Wolves,
West Ham,
Everton,
Wolves, West Ham.
Yeah, around them teams there.
Right, who else? I need another three.
Brentford.
That's 5. United, Brentford, West Ham, Everton, Wolves. That's 5. We need one more. One more team, people. One more team.
Trying to think. Brighton.
One more team. Brighton. Okay.
Yeah, Brighton.
Okay. Brighton.
Yeah, you could have added Tottenham, to be fair, because really and truly.
Nah, but they're Champions League team now. They're Champions League team now.
Yeah, but really and truly, they're not really should be a Champions League team, really, should they? 17th. So Tottenham should be in there.
Not really, because that means then what both of you need to get relegated. Both you and Toby need to be kicked out of the Big Six.
Yeah, we need to be relegated. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Actually, Fulham are too good for us.
That's what I'm saying, bro, man. You don't even need to make it a Big Six. Make it a little 4,
Yeah,
5.
the 4. I think 4 side. 5 is Everton. Is actually 4. Everton, West Ham, Wolves, Crystal Palace.
Yeah, Crystal Palace and then us.
There you go.
Keep it to them teams there.
Yeah. Breaking news that I promised is that I already mentioned it before, but United fans, listen carefully, please, to what I'm saying right now.
Yeah.
The idea that we can be in contention for talented footballers, those days are gone. Gone, no more. So when you hurting, when Liverpool do all their business ASAP, getting Wirtz, getting this player, got the kid from Bournemouth, the Hungarian kid left back. They've got the right wing back from Leverkusen, Frimpong. Yep. They've got all these players. Arsenal signing players, don't even bother. Chelsea signing players, do not even bother. At the end of the day, we know who we are. Know who you are, know who you support. So this idea of obsessing what other clubs are, we're not there. We need to watch what West Ham sign, what Everton sign, what Crystal Palace sign, what's the other team? Wolves sign.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
That's where we're at. That's where we're at.
Already. I think someone mentioned it the other day, like we keep looking at other teams around us and the teams at top of us. I'm like, bro, you think about what other teams are doing. What are they doing, Nordin? That's where we United need to be looking at. What are they doing? Because at one point, listen, Buemo was and Delac was at one point going to Newcastle or Everton. And I was like, rah, them teams over there, we used to look down upon, man, Nordin. Let's be honest.
We used to look down upon them, bro. Yeah, that team that everybody's looking down on now. Big up to English talent. He says, remember what Jose said about poets in football. I don't remember it, but you can.
What did he say about poets in football?
Somebody remind us, what did Jose say about poets in football?
Yeah, tell us what he said, man. That'll be interesting.
Yeah. And look, Wolves' recruitment's better than us.
But they got Strand Larson, man. Top striker, man. Scored, I think, 12 goals, something like that.
Yeah, yes. Assist as well.
Yeah.
Cunha and listen, Mbeumo's not coming to us thinking shit. My word, the dreams are over.
Waiting for Newcastle, man. I think he's waiting for Newcastle. I've kind of made my
you come to the realization.
Yeah, I just kind of made my mind up, bro. I'll
ask you this question. For the way Ineos are behaving, that's why we're going to come into Ineos now. This is our second topic.
Yeah.
Ineos in the mud, right? They're in the mud.
Yeah, they're in the mud.
If you're a football player, if you've got a brother who's a footballer, if you're the agent of a footballer, if you're a relative of a footballer, if you're a lawyer of a footballer, are you going to Manchester United? Yes or no? Be honest.
I'm not. I'm only with Man United unless I'm a fan. Unless I'm a fan, like I'm a fan. Like if I'm Cuddy's a United fan. Like he's made it clear, United has been his dream. Like I'm only coming because I'm a United fan. If I'm not, then I'm going to a Champions League club, bro. If I'm being truly honest with you. If I do, I believe in the manager. Maybe that's another one as well. If I like the manager and the way he plays football, if they were to give me a good project and I can see where they were going, really and truly, have we got really a good project? You know, so there's I wouldn't want to come, bro, unless, like I said to you, I'm a United fan, bro. The pull is it's there, but I'm telling you now, the pull is like, you know, I don't know if you got a rope next to you, but it's do you know what I mean? The pull ain't really pulling anymore.
Hey, what's the pull say? The rope broke, bro. The rope broke. The rope broke over a decade ago. The rope is broken. What
pull? The rope is thinning up. It's thinning up.
What pull do we have?
The rope's very, very thin. Yeah, it's worn out. It's worn out, man. It's worn out, man.
The rope is old and it's broken. You're sending people down to fall. Forget it, people. You think people are falling on their heads?
No, I'll be real with you, man. I think for me, Mateta makes sense. You're spot on, man, Che. That's the one United should be looking at. But in terms of Ineos, I'll be real with you, man. That Omar Barada interview it made me laugh, bro. The way he was speaking, the way he was trying to say, yeah, we got second and third options, bro. Brother, when you start speaking like that, Nuruddin, it ain't going to end well, mate, because, boy, yo, do you know what I mean? When you start talking about second and third options, mate, I genuinely don't know for you, mate. You know what I mean?
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to ask you this question. Have you ever known a 28% quartersexuals ever come to a football club and have the disastrous time that they've had, that have all been induced by them, that they're responsible for? Have you ever known or so-called part owners come to a football club and do what Ineos have done? Say, have you ever heard that ever happening?
No, never. This is the first time, bro. First time. And you know, this season literally is on them. Like, I know people will blame Amorim. I get it. He's been absolutely a car crash. But who brought him here? Who gave him the job? Who said now or never? Who didn't back him in January? Who, you know what I mean? Because they looked at the squad and they had the opportunity, bro, to do what they could do. And they didn't do it, Norden. You know what I'm trying to say to you, Norden? So end of the day, yeah, like, I'm not really buying into this whole, man, like, Ineos haven't got anything to blame and they're not blameless. Nah, mate, they have a big blame on their shoulders, man, because right now they've got people saying that they might want to leave. Like, Bruno Fernandes will be, for me, when you look at it for them, it will be a big loss on their kind of so-called, you know, if there was any
PR marketing.
Yeah. Like, we've looked at Malaysia and Hong Kong now, and it's been empty. The stadiums, Norden, I don't know if you've seen it, but the stadiums have been empty, bro. And a lot of them might have come only for Bruno Fernandes. You know, they might have said, you know what, we believe Bruno Fernandes is a world-class player. So when you look at it from now on, it's like they now have hit to a stage where it's like, oh shit, the reality will kick in and be like, yo, Bruno's gone. You know?
Right.
Like, and the reality will hit them, and it will be like, rah, so how do we replace this now? How do we replace the goals? How do we replace his assists? How we do in their eyes? I'm looking at. I'm not saying for us as fans, but they will be looking at thinking, that's a big void. Who's the next captain of Man United? Maguire. Maguire is going to be the next captain of Man United. You know that?
I think Fred the fucking Red side.
Maguire will be the next captain of Man United. You know,
Fred the fucking Red. Fred the fucking Red.
We're in trouble, guys. We're in trouble, man. Maguire's going to be the next captain of Man United, bro.
Yeah,
I would personally put De Ligt captain. You're right. I'll put De Ligt as captain, but they'll choose Maguire, man, because then he'll be back in the England squad. If he's the captain, then Tuchel will be like, oh, but he's the captain of Man United, so we need him back.
It's absolutely laughable. People, we're just over 200 likes, and we've got nearly 500.
Come on, why are you not liking the video, man? Come on, guys, honestly, man. We're giving it a 6 show.
Honestly,
come on, man.
I'm not gonna listen. People, do what you have to do, man. Let me just get this super chat. Big up Violet. Violet says, Nura, you called this early, and you warned everyone on the mandem that Ineos will destroy this football club like Nice in France. But everyone was saying, give them a chance. But bro, it's part of my ADHD now. I just see things. I see patterns that most people don't see.
Yeah,
see
yeah,
patterns
you do, to be
that
fair.
most people don't see. I just see patterns, and I call it out as it is. But big up to you for the super chat. I'm just here, big up Nura Saeed and the chat. We need to be relegated. The club is rotten. It needs full reset.
Facts.
We never compete for top 4 players with these broke owners. Glazers, Ineos must be gone now. But no, they're waiting for the tent to come. That big circus tent.
Bro, I don't know what they're thinking. I can't lie to you, bro. I don't know what that stadium, bro, brother. That, by the way, it's not even got it's not
planning
even
permission
got,
or anything like that. Started no.
No planning permission, and they're saying 5 years. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? About 5 years, brother? You got no planning permission. We don't know where that's going to be built. We don't know where that's going to be built. You know,
big
like,
up Eski. Big up Eski, man. Big up Eski, my brother Eski. Big up Bruno Saeed. But get rants spreading negativity regarding the club. Everything he thinks is on you. Allow the BS, bro. Love though.
What does it mean it's on me? I don't get what he's trying to say here.
Big up Ray said, but Saeed, get off rants. I don't know what that means, bro. Honestly, Eski, I don't know what that means. You'll have to come on and tell me. It's spreading negativity, bro. It ain't spreading negativity.
I know what you're talking about, mate.
Bro, Eski, I swear to God, that's a big waffle, bro. The club is negativity, bro. What are we spreading? What's negativity? Actually, Ransom that actually agree that people need to lose their jobs and that Ineos have got to do what they've got to do and all of that. I'm the person. If you want to talk about anybody, it's me. I'm the one that's making video after video about
positive, what you can tell me what's positive.
What's positive?
You tell us what's positive here, then. He can tell us what's positive.
15th in the league. No chance. Not 15th.
He can tell us what's positive, then.
Not in 15th.
No, we'll be here.
In 1 year, Ineos are taking Manchester United back to what 50 years ago was. 1973, 74, Saeed. What are we looking at? How many years is that? 80s, 90s. No,
50 years. 50 years.
50 years. 50 years. So how is that spreading? When do we start negativity then? When do we start negativity? The people who are in charge bought an inexperienced young coach. They bought him here, paid 12 million for him, sacked the other guy way too late, paid 15 million for him, sacked the sporting director who said, yo, his football's not compatible, what he wants to play. They sacked him and waited for him how many months to come off gardening leave. And then they started sacking people right, left, and center. They didn't back him in January when we finished 15th. So how is that negative other than the facts?
I don't get it, man.
The facts are the facts, bro.
You people want content creators to live on YouTube. Exactly.
There you go. Look. They want Nuruddin on Ineos payroll like Saeed. Saeed is not on their payroll. Not anymore.
No, I was never on it. I was
Saeed put the flag down.
You know what it was? Yeah, listen, I'll explain what happened. Yeah, so I was pro Qatar. I wanted full sale. Then I said, you know what? We've got structure. Let's give it a chance. And then when I found out they're just basically bluffers and they're frauds, then I wasn't with them anymore. So that's it.
I agree.
I'm one of them. I give it time, and then when I realized
the day that he realized, I was live with you on a Straight Jacket podcast when you realized these people are frauds.
They're frauds, mate. I'm telling you.
They're frauds.
They're actually frauds.
Yeah. To be fair, Saeed has realized. He realized, and it is what it is. And some people realize it early. Sometimes people really takes time. And that's the thing about human beings.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. We discussed it already, Eski. We're saying that.
Yeah, the start of the video. Start the video.
Start the video. We're saying best of luck. All the best to Bruno, because you gave me 3 high fives. Bruno Fernandes took me from 8th to 15th as the captain of Manchester United. Nah, mate. Nah. I'm sorry. And I mean, a clear idea what I want, as you know, we're a bit limited. Why are we limited, Saeed? How come no journalist ever explains why we limited, Saeed? How come nobody ever talks about? Why don't you explain why we're limited?
Bro.
You can't do it all in one summer. I can do the work without being at Carrington.
I'll say that I've a clear idea what we want. As you know, we're a bit limited and We can't do it all in one summer. Brother, we need to do it all in one summer, mate. I could do the work without being at Carrington. I will stay in Manchester. Oh, my days, man. It's going to be a long summer, man, for him, man. He might have grey hair. He might be depressed. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yo, big up Mina.
Crazy, man.
Nuruddin, too negative, he says. If you're a United fan, you're 15th, mate. That's no more negative than that. That I will never be more negative than 15.
Apparently, United did a trophy thing and everyone left home. You know when they lifted the trophy? Most of the ground left Nuruddin.
Hong Kong people, man. They got the fans in Hong Kong. Oh,
honestly, this has been embarrassing, bro. I can't believe this, man. I swear down, Nuruddin, man. We should not be doing this ever again, man. This postseason tour has been an absolute disaster, man. Disaster. Genuinely, Nuruddin. It's been a disaster, man. For 10 million. That all you wanted? For 10 million. All this for 10 million. Yeah, I agree, Mina. This reflects badly on Ineos. Because now the ones that were Ineos in here and Ineos, we're gonna give it time. They're gonna lose. I think they're gonna be flipping now. I think they'll be like, oh my god, man, these have got no clue, have they? They've got no clue. They're frauds. You know what I mean, Nuruddin? Like that's what they're gonna be saying.
This is it.
It ain't easy, guys, man. Wrap up.
It ain't easy.
It ain't easy, man. I did say it, Nuruddin. That's the word I said it. It ain't easy.
Inzaghi to Al Hilal. We could get Inzaghi if we're.
No, I don't think he's going, man. He's not said anything until after.
Inzaghi all rejected.
We'll find out. We'll find out after the Champions League final.
Yeah,
I don't think you'll find out anything now. Why would he speak about his future when he's
before the Champions League final? Yeah. What time's the final on Saturday? By the way,
at 8 p.m., bro.
8 p.m.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm at a wedding, man. I'm at a wedding, but
you wedding, yeah?
Yeah, I'm at a wedding. Yeah, big up. Celebration of love. Celebration. Justin, Pavis Ustipian, it's in the name United have acquired about left wing back role.
Bro, I don't rate him anymore, man. I don't rate that guy.
Who does he play for against that?
Brighton. I thought at the first I was like, oh, he's a decent, but he gets cooked every time, man. Yeah. Defensively, he's bad. Going forward is good, but nah, man. Not for me, man. Not for me.
Yeah. At the end of the day. Said, and the last comment before we go, last topic for us to get into is that what expectations do you genuinely have of this transfer window this summer? If there's any. What are your expectations for the transfer window? Let's be honest.
I said 5 to 7 signings, though. Remember, I told you a lot of the time. I know it sounds deluded, but I think this United team needs 5 to 7 starters, Nuruddin. I made it clear. I said, yo, we need 5 to 7
positions. Starters. Break down the positions.
Positions, striker, 2 10s, 2 midfielders, goalkeeper, and a wing back. And maybe another centre-back as well. So
Wow.
If I'd have told you that, then you know what I mean. People will laugh at that and say, "Oh, but that's too much." But
people go, "That's not realistic." Well, how is it realistic when Nottingham Forest, who only come up to the Premier League a couple of seasons ago, signed 8-9 players in 2
Go sell players, bro. We can sell at least 6-7 this summer, maybe more. If you're selling 6-7, you should bring in 6-7 as well. I mean,
so Saeed, are these first teamers or just squad members?
First teamers, bro. First team go directly in the squad.
Eski, I promise you, nothing I will ever say will be more negative than the latest. What narratives, bro? The narratives write themselves. Manchester United finished 15th in 50 years. The only reason why we're not in relegation battles is because we've taken 18 points, 16 out of 18 points out of the relegated 3 teams. That's the reason why we stayed up. So I don't know what's going on. What are we talking about, bro? You just, honestly, I felt like you're just, you're trolling me right now. You're just trolling us, bro.
Yeah,
you're just trolling. You're just trolling, bro. Ruben
I don't
Amorim
have
has
time
made
for
it clear.
trolls, man. At this time when we need to be serious, man. We don't have time for trolls, man.
No, we don't have trolls, seriously. Ruben Amorim has made it clear to Pavel Wilcox he needs another attack-minded midfielder, either advanced CM or attacking number 10 with good output. Ben Jacobs, yeah. Ben Jacobs, wake up, bro. We need 11 new players. If there was any justice, if you had proper owners, you will do the biggest clear out as ever seen at a club in the top leagues in Europe. You will do that if they had the guts on the ball. Because Nottingham Forest can do it, but Manchester United can't do it, Saeed.
Yeah.
Tell me what. Tell me. If there's a will, there's a way. If there's a will, there's a way.
The will's the way.
The team that's took the majority of is the biggest thing is this. Big up, man. Big up. It says Abdullah.
Big up, Abdullah, man.
Salam. Free Palestine. Yeah, man. Free Palestine each and every time. But the biggest thing for me, Saeed, is that I look at it in every way you want to slice this. There should be consequences for finishing 15. I don't think people realize that how bad that is.
Bad.
How bad
really
that is.
Bad, bro. It's really bad, bro. And yeah, maybe it hasn't hit people then. I don't know. Maybe it hasn't hit people. But for me,
people are still. I'm like, faith. I'm like, what faith? In what? We got Marcel. Marcel came on the other day, after the channel, came on the channel towards the end, and it was like, yeah, I've got faith. Ineos. I think I know what they're doing. I've got faith in Ineos and to get the job done. Like, I just don't understand. I really do not understand. But Saeed, if the 7 or 6 starters, first team starters, do not come in next season, where are we going?
I think we finish around the same area, 13th, 14th, something like that. Yeah, top 10 at best. Because we've got one game a week. Probably top 10 at best. It's bad. But if we don't get them players, and then you lose Bruno as well. Because Bruno, for all we think he's bad, he can get you, the wins. The little wins that McTominay got us last year. Bruno could get you them little wins here and there, and then boom. So it's mad, bro. Leeds United. I'm looking at Leeds United next year. If they finish above us, I think it's embarrassing, though. Leeds United. They've been talking to me, these Leeds United fans saying if they finish above us, that's ridiculous. I don't think they've ever finished above us in their career, in their lifetime. Maybe I don't know. Maybe 70s or 80s. I wasn't maybe there. I don't know what happened over there, but that's sad, man. Yeah. Oh, he's gone, people. Smash your likes, people, man. Smash your likes on the video. Smash your likes on the video, people, man. I don't know how many likes we're on right now, but smash your likes on the video.
So, hey, what are you seeing on Twitter right now? Just check Twitter. It's reports saying that Bruno has agreed to go.
No. He hasn't said anything about that agreed. Where's agreed? Would have heard that.
So that's what, Saeed, I don't even want to get beaten up by Leeds. That's even be embarrassing. That's even worse than embarrassing.
Yeah.
That's why I'd rather get relegated. I swear, people are like, oh, the Glazers are going to get the 100 million parachute payment. But then they have to pay all the staff or they have to sack everybody. Do you think going to the championship is a joke? The money goes down, way down, mate. The TV money goes way down. The advertising revenue goes down. People are brainwashing people going, oh, relegation, the Glazers won't go. Yes, they will have to. Something drastic will have to happen. What are you seeing there, side? Is there anything somebody just
No, there's not, honestly. It's just, Amorim just waffling, man. Yeah, he's just waffling, Jordan.
Saeed, I swear to God, both him and Bruno need to walk away, Saeed, for their own sanity, for their own sake, because I genuinely do think other teams in big teams will not be knocking on Ruben Amorim. I think he has to realize he's at a crossroads in his career. He can blame everything on Ineos and him coming in the midway season. If he starts next season and he gets sacked in December, Saeed, who's to blame then?
Yeah. I know. That's what I'm saying,
who's
bro.
To blame them?
But I think for me is though that the manager, I don't think he's clocked what sort of job he's in, man. I think he's been talking about suffering and all of this here, but bro,
I actually don't think he thinks. He just talks too much. I genuinely
this is crazy, man.
I think he just talks. He just talks. I don't think he's thinking what's happening here.
He just talks for the sake of talking.
So, exactly. And then he's saying that we're limited. And you're like, if the people who bought here paid down the debt that's been here for 20 years, Saeed, we don't have to follow FFP or PSR. Don't touch us. We don't. PSR won't come anywhere close because PSR takes your debt into question. How much you're in debt.
It does.
So, and this is what I'm talking about. All these fraud journalists, they're all frauds. Everybody parrots what the club says, the talking points of the club. It's like people are saying, it's like the BBC's going, Palestinians have died. Well, who the fuck killed them? Who the fuck killed them? Did they just die? Do Palestinians just walk around and just die? Yeah. So when people say Manchester United are broke, why are Manchester United broke? Why? Why are Manchester United broke?
Yeah.
Why?
Why is there no funds?
Why? Why are Manchester United broke? Why? Because we're £1 billion in debt. Why? Who did that? Who's responsible for that? We're in debt. We've got no money. Nah, mate, don't ever even come here and chat to me like that. Ask the question why, you absolute sheeps. You absolute mare. Saeed, I swear to God, I beg you, do not repeat Ineos Glazer talking points. When this broke, Manchester United should never be broke, Saeed. We make £650 million a year. That's what we make. So, if the £1 billion in debt is not there, are Man United broke? No, we're not.
There's no interest as well.
Who's responsible for the debt?
There's no interest to kind of even make sure that debt's wiped out as well.
So it's been there for 20 years. 700 of that debt has been there for 20 years. And in that, we paid £1 billion. £1 billion servicing. So please make this make sense. So, listen, imagine I come to you, I borrow 100 quid from you, yeah? Right? And instead of me giving you the 100 quid back, I keep giving you tenner, fiver, 15 here, but then next minute I turn around, I'm like, I paid you £1,000. You lent me 100 quid.
Yeah.
And I paid you £1,000.
Yeah. Facts.
How does it work? Can somebody make sense for me? How does it work? So I don't want to put her down, but seriously, is there?
You know what it is, bro? I just think for me, it's like we know who they are now, innit? Like I just hope most United fans know who they are. But will they take any action? You know, I don't know what 1958 are doing, but they're just looking at Glazers.
I spoke to one of the guys that I know who I get on with. I've known for years. He said to me, next season, emptying out some of the stadiums. That's part of the plan. That's part of the plan to empty out the stadium. Yeah,
more than ever when it's one game a week as well.
Yeah,
more than ever. So then when they feel it even more.
Yeah, I have respect for people, not for who insults. I should have reacted that, but I don't regret what I did. We great time in Malaysia with good people. Yeah, I'm a
that was yesterday.
Yeah. Listen, at the end of the day,
that was yesterday.
I can't imagine him lying. So anyway, you can look at all the footage. Somebody insulted him. I'm not one, but it's what it is. Saeed, before you leave, let them know when you're live next.
I'm live in at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. Wait. What's the topic? What are we talking about?
I'm going to be discussing a bit of Bruno and
who you live with.
I'm just doing it on my own, solo.
Okay, so you're just live solo. Okay.
Yeah, Lola, 1 hour, and then we'll do that.
Okay, big up, Saeed. Listen, big up, people. Listen, let's see if we reached our target of 300 likes. We set 300 likes for the stream. Ooh, we're 10 likes short.
People, let's like the video, man.
We're 10 likes short. It's 500. So, we're 9 likes short. Let's do the countdown, people. Let's do it. Let's do it together. But Saeed, big up to you, bro. Coming on. Honestly, I don't see anything. I think we just have to laugh. We have to laugh because you either cry or you laugh. But we have to laugh. For me, Amorim's exposed himself for who he is by holding on to. Just to recap, Amorim begging for Bruno to stay because he's a comfort blanket, man. At the end of the day, you got paid 12 million to come here. Your club got 12 billion. You're getting paid amount of money. You can't rely on one player. Manchester United cannot play through one player. We agree on that. That's the consensus. Manchester United need to build up the team and move on from the Bruno era because that was a failure. Move on from majority of these players. There should be consequences when you take a team to 15th. Amorim needs to walk away, but I promise you, it's going to end up in tears.
I agree.
It's going to end up in tears.
I fully agree.
It's going to end up in tears.
Agree.
And people, we need a couple of more hundred to get to a 3.5K. So let's do it, people. 13.5K, I mean. Let's do it. 13.5K. The channel deserves more subscribers. We don't give a damn if we're shadow banned. Please, people, help us fight against the algorithm. Help us fight against it. I'm doing a daily therapy because United fans need it at this moment in time. It's hard in these streets. I'm doing a show every day, Saeed. Every day I'm doing
Come on, man. Consistency,
every single day. That's what I'm doing every single day to the summer. That's what I'm, wherever I am, I'm doing a video. I'm not going live. So people, smash the like, subscribe to the channel. Free Palestine, free the Congo, free Sudan, free everywhere from militarism, corporatism, and colonization. Free solidarity with all the indigenous people. We don't discriminate against people. We see the humanity so people can see our humanity. Fuck the Zionists, though. They can fuck right off. Do you think you can come on my stream with Israeli flags on here? You're getting banned, mate. Absolute muppets. You think you're funny? It's not even funny. Solidarity. Shame on all the Muslim and Arab leaders in this world. Shame on them. Shame on them all. Shame on them all. Solidarity and love. Free Manchester United fans from Ineos, the fraudsters. I told everybody and nan. I've warned you all. I told you who they were. Don't say that this channel did not warn you. I've warned you all. Free us from Ineos and Glazers. Hopefully we'll go back to being a football club one day, but we have to keep the faith with each other. Love. Like. Subscribe, like, make sure you follow Saeed TV. We're on the road to 200.
Come on.
So make sure 5 o'clock Saeed will be live. Check him out on Insta, TikTok, everywhere. After GCSEs, no exam results will ever determine who you are as a human being. Remember that. No exam results will determine you as a human being. But yeah, fuck the science and free Palestine. We're out. Good night, people. Love.
Peace.